Mr. Valenzuela, Mr. Valenzuela, you have the floor, sir. And then we're going to roll right on into after he finishes up. Mr. Keely Broderick is going to give the update on the website. So, Mr. Valenzuela, the floor is yours.
Good evening, Councilman Reeves and residents of your district. It's my pleasure to be here to provide you any necessary support that you might need on your district. And with the specifics to the Stacks Road over the CSX bridge repairs. We have done everything that we promised when the repairs were approved for the bridge. On the north side of the bridge, the gutter and curb and the spillways are already built that will allow protection on water getting into the walls and abutments of the bridge. On the opposite side, we're still asking actively and on a daily basis to the CSX for them to provide us permission to get into the rights of way. Unfortunately, don't mean to be pessimistic, but it's not the easiest way to get the permits and responses from them to the point that I have asked them if no approvals are in place that we were going to get into the area and conduct our repairs that are in such a need to be opened up. So the contractor has mobilized, and as today we have put a much more stronger request from them. It is unfortunate that we cannot have direct contact with the CSX while we're discussing most of these requests with their consultants. And we hope that after the emails that we sent today and throughout last week, that we have that we receive any approvals on their end so that we can complete the repairs, that it will not take us no more than 3 weeks to get the other side of the bridge. That is with regards to the repairs. I want you to know that we are working as hard as possible to get those approvals. And as soon as CSX responds to us with any additional questions that they have or they may have, we are responding back to them right away. We're not waiting on them, but it is one of those things that we can't get into the right of way without their authorization. In the meantime, the new design of the bridge is underway. Our consultants are surveying currently the area. We hope to have a concept in the next 2-3 months, and we will have public meetings to share with you and the community what the new bridge design will look like and continue with the design. That is with regards to the CSX bridge repairs.
Does anybody have any questions? Mr. Valenzuela is here to answer any questions.
So the bridge will be completed by 2024?
The repairs, it will be completed, but the new design, it will be, I will assume, another six to 9 months more on design-wise. And we have to seek, again, approvals. Then we have to bid the project construction, and construction-wise, I will anticipate at least in good conditions, no less than 12 months. So most likely, we are on the summer pretty much of 2022. There's no doubt in my mind that we should start with new construction in the summer of 2023 until we figure out how much rights we need for the new bridge, because it's going to be a wider bridge and so on. There will be more details coming through. So I don't want to anticipate yet until at least we've seen the concept and have the opportunity to share with the community and get the approvals from an engineer point of view, from the CSX, as well as the community's input on the new design.
And Mr. Valenzuela, on that new design, as we have discussed, it's going to include a protected walkway for the pedestrians.
Yes, sir. All bridges that we have been designing under the CSL Fulton, all of them have minimum 6 foot sidewalks on both sides of the roads or the bridge.
No, sir. When I said the protected walkway, I mean like either the bridge or the barrier. So in other words, the protected walkway is the pedestrian will be able to go through with a barrier on one side that prevents any vehicle from coming through, whether it be a bridge on the exterior of it or it be an interior bridge with a concrete kind of chair railing all the way down as a protected walkway in the new design, because we discussed that when we had the meeting out there beforehand.
So the bridge is under concept, so we don't have anything. We will share with you 3 alternatives, and we'll go from there. But definitely we'll take into consideration the pedestrians.
Well, the community here is screaming for the protected walkway for the pedestrians. So out of one of those 3 concepts, I know one of them can include that, or 2 or 3, or all 3, however we see fit. But, you know, that is a request, a strong request from this community is to have that. So, but I appreciate that. But the question was asked was the anticipation of the repair that they're going on now, when would that be complete before the replacement from next year might take place? Like, are we looking at another 6 weeks, another 8 weeks?
It's if the CSX provides us the go tomorrow, it will take us 3 weeks complete. But we have the contractor in place, the equipment's in place. It's just that we can get into the right way. We cannot do anything without the CSX releasing the permit back to the city to do the repairs. But we're actively working with them. We don't want to break a relationship with the CSX, as we have so many projects with them. But in the meantime, time is of the essence for us and the city to get these repairs done.
Right, because see, this was put in for as an emergency repair. And, you know, because of that relationship with CSX, I'm dependent on that relationship. So you can just tell them to just fast track this particular one, because this has been held up for about 2 years. And about a week and a half ago, the train was on the track for 14 hours on a Saturday. So, and get this, and you couldn't come across because the stacks you had. I think Mallory was open for a minute, for a while, but the inconvenience. And I still think about those first responders who that fire station still responds over on this side. And so from that perspective, as because utilizing your great relationship with CSX is let them know that, you know, this state of emergency, this case of emergency needs to be all hands on deck so we can get back to a semi-normal way of living, as everything now is opened up. So now people are going out and they're experiencing more and more. As you can come out one morning and see the traffic backed up from the train all the way up near Morning Creek. So this is facts. But I thank you, sir. Any more questions for Mr. Valenzuela?
So I have a question, Councilman. My hand was up, but I don't see it on here. So since we're talking about this bridge and the pedestrian walkway, so is there any construction in sight for even sidewalks on Mallory? Who does that fall under? Does that fall under Public Works?
So anytime that there is a request for capital projects, sidewalks on Mallory Road is considered a capital project. That means that we'll have to find the budget for design, budget to acquire the right-of-way, budget to construct the project. So you're talking, are you probably looking at along the entire side of Mallory Road, along the entire stretch from CSX to Flat Shelf Road. Is that what you're referring to?
Yes.
Right. So it's a more than a couple miles, if I'm not mistaken, and you're looking into a few $1 million. But it's not to say that it cannot be done. It's all upon funding availability,
Right.
and Public Works stands ready to provide any necessary support as far as funds are available.
Oh, okay, great. So, Mr. Valenzuela, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So I've always had an issue with the fact that the city of South Fulton does not have sidewalks over here. Or the ones that they have are the sidewalks that lead to nowhere. That means that they're broken here and they're broken there and they start up somewhere else. So, and also, now I'm not sure where Union City starts over here, where it ends as far as going back towards 85. So we have, we are out of ADA compliance. So does that make that a state issue or is that still a city issue?
When it comes to sidewalks, if we have sidewalks, it becomes an issue for the city, as
Okay.
we are responsible for maintaining those sidewalks and so on. Unfortunately, the reason why you see smaller sidewalks here and there, it is because it was built under development when Fulton County was approving a smaller development, and there wasn't that I know there wasn't ever a sidewalk plan on Mallory Road that I'm aware of. That's a primary reason of seeing small sections of sidewalks along Mallory Road.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I got moved on from Mallory Road. I'm now on Flat Shoals Road. Okay. Because Mallory Road don't even have any sidewalks. So the sidewalks I'm speaking of now are the sidewalks and the lighting that is on. Now, I know y'all did some kind of study or whatever with the lighting. That I don't know what's going on with that yet. But the sidewalks I speak of now are on Flat Shoals Road. So Flat Shoals Road, when you get up to it, first of all, from the library right here, no, I'm gonna go further down from where Union City starts down here on Flat Shoals Road, right? And come up, I guess that would be traveling east on Flat Shoals Road, past the library and go all the way to the interstate and goes a little bit, goes to the church down here, that First United Methodist Church, okay? Or first, yeah. So those are the sidewalks I'm speaking of that go nowhere. And these, you know, we should be able to walk from Flat Shoals Road to Old National without any problem. And these sidewalks here that are, like I said, broken, going nowhere, they are out of ADA compliance because when you go down on the sidewalk, like when you stop to go across the road to another part of the sidewalk, someone in a wheelchair, crutches or whatever, they gotta hop down, which means it does not have that flat part or the little bitty bubbles that you ride down on to get your wheelchair down on to go up to another side of the road. So I'm just trying to figure out. Now, I've been fighting about these sidewalks for years. I've been over here for 18 years. And now I knew it was under Fulton County one time, but now we're at the city of South Fulton. And, you know, whether we got to get some T-Splash money, some E-Splash or whatever, we need to be able to get this money to get this sidewalk and to keep this grass over here cut. Who did, is that Public Works too? Who keeps stuff on the side? I don't know what part of that is Union City, but I know, you know, right here going there. I don't know. So you tell me whose responsibility is that?
Well, let me address first the sidewalks on Flat Shoals Road. The response is the same. If funds are available, Public Works will assist to upgrade the sidewalks and bring it up to compliance on the limits within the city of South Fulton. Right now, we have a really good size project on Flat Shoals Road that comes from passing I-85 down to Old National Highway. We will have new mass arms at each of the signals, and those all the intersections will be ADA compliance as applicable, meaning that areas where we have sidewalks and crossings and so on will be ADA compliance. Regarding upgrading the sidewalks, I am a full supporter on sidewalks. Anything that comes to sidewalks, I believe on it. But my hands are tied while funds are not available for that effort. When it comes to maintaining the rights of way, we're still contracted with our contractor that provides the operations and maintenance for the city of South Fulton. They do provide right-of-way maintenance every 4 weeks. Those are the standards that we're providing for all right-of-way maintenance throughout the city.
Okay, awesome. And but I'm going to say thank you, Jane, for bringing it up. But anybody have any more questions?
Yes,
for Mr.
I do this,
Valenzuela?
Ms. Johnson. And I've had my hand raised for a while.
Ms. Johnson, yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm glad, Antonio, you're on. You know me. My call is concerning. I have to continue. You said every 4 weeks. How about when every 8 or 9 months, maybe, that Jacob is coming out and you have to continue to call them. And my thing is that when who comes to somebody's house and cut the grass and cut the paper up in it? They cut the paper up in the grass instead of picking it up. And so their contract is up this month. So my thing is, if they not doing the job, then they don't need to renew their contract. But I know they're gonna renew the contract because they didn't give them a 90-day notice that they was looking at them. So my thing is that their new contract should be 1 year, not for 4 years. And at 6 months, they need to evaluate them because right now they are not doing a good job. I'm just, we don't have sweepers. I understand you said the sweepers wouldn't be here till August. When we was Fulton County, I got sweepers out here spring and fall. Now we get nothing unless we call these people. And about that road up there on Fairwood and Highway 29, when you cross over over the railroad track, I've been constantly calling them about that. There's a big hole, 2 big holes up there now, 2 big holes up there by the railroad track. And then you go up to Banneker, you got holes in the street up there. So do they not ride? What do they do? What do they do? Tell me.
Well, let me address that, if I may, the questions that you have. Jacobs is under the last year contract. We will do what Mayor and Council decides to do with if we are going to renew a contract or extend the contract. They don't have an extra year to renew. There might be an extension if Mayor and Council decides it. Otherwise, we have made other provisions on how to handle operations and maintenance for the city of South Fulton. With regards to the standards operation procedures for rights-of-way maintenance, you are absolutely right that the first step is to do little pickup, and then you follow up with mowing and blowing the remainings as applicable. Unfortunately, we can't control every single thing, but they have been putting in notice every time that there's an issue where we have a chance to make remedy or make better on the services that they are providing. We are on them. We're ensuring that we receive the services for what they're getting, what they got contracted for.
Right, and let me chime in right now. In Mr. Valenzuela's defense, he came in when the Jacobs contract was already signed. he did not do this. And we all agree that that contract favors Jacobs. But and he's been, trying to get to maximize the most he can out of that contract and going a little further. But as we get ready to step into the phase of uh, insourcing and that maybe still utilizing the contract, he will be responsible for this contract, and he knows all the little fine pieces and the gaps that favored them to close that gap that now will favor the city of South Fulton. And so he was at a disadvantage from the onset, and so but has been doing a good job of trying to manage. But if the contract favors you, let's just be real. You're going, whenever it favors you at the time it does, you're going to exercise that. So that's prior, but we're here now, and we're going to fix those loopholes. And but I'm gonna allow anybody have any more questions for Mr. Valenzuela, particularly about the Stacks Road and Mallory Road Bridge. Okay, well, I wanted to ask this, Mr. Valenzuela. Thank you so much for taking out time here today. As I literally contacted him a couple hours ago about, the update, and he said he'll jump on the call. And so as he came here to answer the constituents, and that he shows up and he's going to be accountable for the things that their department is responsible for, as well as y'all hold me accountable for funding the things that he needs to do within the department that we want to see get done. But I'm going to ask you this, because this is not for this call, but we are going to have a HOA roundtable walkthrough in the community. Mr. Valenzuela, can I get you to commit to come in person as we do this walkthrough to go look at these? And you know what the topic is? It's the detention ponds. But this is for our HOA roundtable. Would you be able to
I'm absolutely. I'm here to support your district and the community, and I'm here to work with the community. I think that we all, as a community for the city of South Fulton, we can do much better of what we've done in the past. I believe our communication amongst the leaders and others that are heavily involved in this community and want to see the city at a higher level. And that's my intention as well. I want to see public works at the highest level throughout the state and nationwide. And I know that I cannot do it by myself, but together I know we can make a difference.
Absolutely. And so, and we'll talk further, as as Ms. Johnson was reiterating, we want communities' input or reviews of that to be counted towards the process of the city's official review process for any vendor, particularly one in operations and maintenance. And with that, thank you again, Mr. Valenzuela, for taking time out of your day, coming and joining us and explaining to the community on where we at on the status of the bridge and other things. And y'all, hey, you call, he answers, and we here, and you can get that information. Mr. Valenzuela, thank you for your time, sir, and we bid you a farewell and a good evening, and look to hear from us soon.
Thank you, sir. You take care.
Yes, sir. Okay. Mr. Broderick, Mr. Hakili. Broderick is cybersecurity extraordinaire. I'm gonna let him go in and explain, because we have revamped and did our website, and I'm this young man is part of the team, the MeWe team, who orchestrated that, and so I'm gonna let him talk about it, how you can navigate through it, and you have the floor, Mr. Keeley.
Alrighty, I appreciate it. Hello, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, and good night. It's my pleasure to be here. As you said, my name is Akili Broderick. I am the owner of Sync Broad Media and Technology. And like you said, we do cybersecurity, website development, and also social media marketing. So we make sure that we leverage technology to bridge the gaps for communication for things like involving in the community. So, for example, we have this website right here. This is the official District 5 MeWe.org site. And basically, like, the design of it is so that you guys can stay up to date with the things that are happening in the community of the city of South Fulton. So I'm just going to scroll through the homepage here. Hopefully everybody can see my page shared on here. So when you first come in here, there's a call to action here that says engage with the community. So when you click this, you're sent to this page where you can subscribe to an email list where you can always be informed of the upcoming events and things that are going out in a consistent newsletter each week, such as reminders for events that are happening that week. Tuesday, as in tomorrow at 11 o'clock, there is a coffee with a cop where there's going to be cops outside at the location in the flyer that'll be sent out in the newsletter to basically give everybody the opportunity to meet the people that are patrolling in your communities and establish relationships. I think that's something that's needed, especially at a time right now in 2022. And so, things like that, you'll have the opportunity to stay informed about. And then here's also a link that gives you catch up with the recorded sessions. When you hit this link, I already had it open right here, but you go to the YouTube page. And as you can see, 6 days ago, there was a meeting posted. So you can guess what these are. These are recordings of these meetings that are happening here, as well as other things that are going to be added for your information that are going on. And then also, just adding value with content and ways that these messages and all these things that are going on in the community can be amplified and, represented correctly. So back on the homepage, when we're scrolling down here, there's a slideshow that's happening. So this Zoom link, it brings you directly to this meeting that we're on right now, actually. That was the newsletter. Here's the community outreach survey. And this is our Discord community chat. I'm going to go in a little bit more into that later on after I scroll through the website. But that's something that I'm pretty excited about, that I think everybody will be excited about in here. That's another channel that we can kind of continue these conversations from these meetings, from people with like public works and other people that we have in these Monday night meetings, as well as just issues and maybe questions that weren't able to be asked here. We know that this is only an hour from 6:30 to 7:30. So it gives us an opportunity in Discord to have different channels for chats. But like I said, I'm going to dive into that after I go through the rest of the website. So this is the where you can download the District 5 Gazette newsletter. Each quarter, there is a newsletter that drops that is added. This one is the one from the first quarter that is here right now in the PDF. Whenever you hit it, you're basically taken to the PDF right here. And I believe this newsletter is like sent out to a lot of other people in the community that have subscribed to the addresses, but you'll get this newsletter with things that are like going on in the city of South Fulton, things to be aware about, festivals, just things going on. So everybody's in the know with what's happening, especially with Corey's efforts and the whole community's efforts. You might find yourself in these newsletters, one day, who knows? So that's just something that's on here for everybody to stay engaged with the know. So also here, this is a link that'll bring you directly to the District 5 Discord chat. I'll click on that in a second. Here is a stay connected. You can enter your email here, and this is also an opportunity to be added to the newsletter, as well as the list for constant communication with the different events that are happening here. This right here is a direct Instagram feed that's linked to this website. So as things are being posted on Instagram, social media, Facebook, they're also on the website as well. They're synced with the website. So any information that you may see one place, or you can this is like a one-stop shop for all the information and all the new events that are occurring right now. So this was the District 5. As you know, Friday, we celebrated our 5th year since 2017. And this is a foundation that was going on for Caden. Today was actually Caden's birthday, but it's officially proclamated as Caden Day. So that was a big, and he has a foundation for scholarship foundation, that is going on. And then you'll get, reminders and stuff like that. So make sure that you follow the CAUS 5, District 5 MeWe page And I can post a link in the chat right here so you guys can have it, as well as the other links. So in the about, we have a little bit about Corey Reeves. And I'm not going to read the whole thing for you guys because, time is of the essence, but this is something that you can go through so you can get a little bit more information about, the councilman that's been elected for District 5 and feel a little bit more connected and maybe relates to some of the things in his journey that he's experienced. These are also contact information and all these social links linked to the different pages where you can follow the things that he's doing and stay up to date and also comment and show your engagement and share the different things that are happening that you agree with or that you want to see more of and that's how you want to support. So that's always there. We have the community resources page. This is to support all of our local nonprofits that are out here. All these links to the different nonprofits that are shown and displayed here so that you can learn more about them and see how, different events that they have going on their website and how you can get involved in different things that you may believe in and be very passionate about on these nonprofit projects and missions that everybody has here. So this is another link to the bi-weekly as well as the quarterly magazines. So both of these, whenever you click them, it sends a little download to the side so you can get it going, at least on the quarterly one. So this is another opportunity that you have to be able to connect to the community and send different questions or any feedback on how you think some of these live events are going, Monday night meetings, as well as things that you would want to see. It goes directly to the info@district5mewe.org email that Councilman Reeves has direct access to. So everybody on the team sees and they're able to address these issues. The team works really hard to be able to stay informed and basically provide all these different opportunities. I know that voices sometimes feel like they're not heard or heard by the right people. So that's why we created this website so that the right people can see the different things that you guys are concerned about and all of us are concerned about in the community. So that's basically like the full site here. I'm going to go a little bit into the Discord community channel. So Discord, for those that don't know, is a platform that allows people similar to like Facebook groups and Slack is another like work interface like that. If anybody's been ever familiar with Slack or Signal or even WhatsApp. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and click on this. Whenever I click here, it's going to send you an invitation. Invite invalid. Continue to Discord. This is the page that it will send you to. And you'll basically have the opportunity to accept the invite. I think I'm already into the Discord chat, so that's why I'm here. But on here in the Discord chat, you have the welcome, and it'll give you basically like what this chat is like here for. It's for your opinions and concerns about the things that are happening in South Fulton. We have a general tab where you'll be able to discuss, things that are generally happening that you may have concern about, that you may be thinking about. District 5 community, different things that are going on in the community. If you have a business that you want to shout out, if you have something going on with your business that's happening, maybe a pop-up shop or anything that's going on in the community, that you can shout it out here and raise awareness. And as this group, as it's intended to grow as a community, more and more people will be able to engage and network in that type of way. Recently, for those that know, there was an event that was actually protesting Stop the Violence, where there was some violence that went through, and a victim, he lost his life at a park that happened in these areas. And these are different things that we all are very troubled whenever we see. But sometimes so much news and different things happen every single day that it's hard to keep up with what's going on, and the overall masses kind of move along. But we can't forget about these issues, especially when they don't think that it may be common or that we're numb to these things. But no, these things are serious. So this is a channel that gives everyone the opportunity to talk about these issues and stuff like that, and different ways that we can stop and maybe raise more awareness about the things that's going on, and just talking as a community. Tech 5 MeWe is a project going on where we want to introduce more opportunities for people that want to go into tech. And there's a lot of like these free programs where they're giving classes and different things about web design, graphic design. There was something going earlier that was a university for parents where they have entrepreneurial mindset classes and all types of classes, even introduction to programming and coding and web design to basically just add different like services and skills that are free online with different software and stuff. But maybe, learning these different skills can provide you like, work at home opportunities and collaborating with people that you maybe usually wouldn't collaborate with. So we'll be posting opportunities like that in Tech 5 and also, um, reaching out and really looking for feedback for people that would be interested in that, where they can voice like, hey, I'm interested in that and let me know. And then, we can share more information that's going on to kind of like help and assist those goals. This is a feedback channel for calls such as these Monday night calls where everybody can list their feedback with how they think things are going, maybe that they would like to see more things that they would like to see more of. Like we had the director of public works on tonight, maybe and you were able to talk to him directly, and he's like he's a ear that is in these rooms for change. So if y'all want to see more people in these meetings and things like that, and maybe who y'all want to see, that's something that you could put here is in your feedback on like how you felt, how it made you feel being able to talk to these people that are in these places that we're electing every single year. So it's something that we should have these channels to be able to raise our voice about. And then there's a public works channel for topics like we just discussed today with the bridge and the sidewalks as well, and just continuing these conversations for like where we can go with this. And everything is encouraged to invite other people in the community into this channel, this District 5 MeWe, by going through the site. This is with a cop, so that we can just continue these conversations and really just raise awareness. But these are avenues for communication that, like I said, Corey has Councilman Corey Reese has direct access to. Everyone has direct access to. It's a public channel, but it's just these are different ways for everybody to get their voice heard. And this is what's open and available to you guys. So I just wanted to make that known and hop on today to give a presentation on, the website. Everybody may not know that this website exists, but now everybody else does here. So and just knowing what's going on. So that's my presentation. Like I said, my name is Akili. You can reach me on Instagram or on my business site, syncbroadmt.com. I'll leave my information on the in the chat in this Zoom, and I appreciate everybody's time. Thank you, Corey.
No problem. As you see, that as my administration, when I say the administration, it's a team. As together, everyone achieves more. It's not just me, it takes we in order to meet the needs of the constituency. And so, and as I would never tell y'all that there's a problem without bringing forth a solution. So when people sound off on social media platforms, you have no longer to do that. This is a direct, you can come in and sound off, same thing and post right there. Because as we see this stuff out here verbatim, and we're able to put them in groups and then attack the issues one by one, because I do not run from accountability, I run to it. But I told everybody in the city, we all gonna learn how to spell it. And so, and I'm hoping that this is a better way to connect directly with me, as y'all have lent me the seat as y'all leader. And so this is what we do, and it's going to take you and your input. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing right? What can we adjust? Because if change being the only constant, we must adapt to change. And I can't see everything. That's why I depend on you. And so I hope that this is a tool and an outlet and a platform that we will utilize, that we will share. And if anybody says they can't reach me, they can connect with me right there. And so this is for y'all. And so if y'all have any questions or any concerns or comments, just let us know.
I have a quick question. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir,
Yeah.
Mr. Bob.
Yeah, I noticed they're doing some building right outside of what used to be Biscayne. It's now Beacon Ridge Apartments. Do you know what they're building there?
Captain D's.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
This is Tamiko. I wanted to follow up with a couple of comments about the website. There was a place to do the community survey on the front page. And that is also like, what kind of stuff do you want in your community and stores or whatever. The other thing is on the nonprofit page. If you are aware of any nonprofits that service this community, they can also sign up to have their organization listed on the site as well. And the site is not just to promote them, but they offer different resources. Some provide food, some provide class, but that is what resources are available in our community. And a lot of times we don't know what's available to us. So that's why we're listing all these organizations and the different services that they provide. So I just want y'all to know that sometimes when people call for help, they don't know where to go. And that's why they're primarily being listed. So you can contact them for their services, or you have other organizations that you know should be listed, and they don't have to be from District 5. They just have to service people in District 5. And we'll be happy to put them out there that they're available. That's it for me.
Yeah, and I want to piggyback on something. I'm kind of moving. Well, what we're kind of moving away is from that, because we're saying just servicing this area, because as working with our colleagues, where it's a collaborative effort in everything that we're going to doing as we move together. So when I say this area, because y'all may know people in other districts that may need of the service, and so from one of our cohorts, and as a commitment to them and signing up, I've asked my accountant we're going to be providing them free certified audits for this year, because we want to advance their footprint. And how you do that is advance it financially. So with them certified audits, we'll be able to ask for more so that they can do more, and just know that everything is in order. As it's a, in other words, if you're not really doing for the people and doing for the community, you can't be a part of this cohort, because it's not just to say, oh, I got a nonprofit. This is actually people putting in the work. And as we know, people put in the work, they go underfunded. And so my commitment to them is to get them funding. And so that is why it's limited, but hey, you have it and they put in the work and you know it, bring them on, because we're here to advance their footprints. And also too, we're getting ready to schedule our Friday Night Live series. And so if y'all have any input on what y'all would like to see, please put anything that y'all look forward, because this year we're looking to have like the basketball games, looking to try to partner with McNair Middle to use their gym to do like a basketball tournament, the field down there, a kickball tournament, and the tennis courts. And then we're gonna have some educational seminars going on as well. And it's gonna be meeting the needs for our youth, our millennial, and our elders. And so we wanna have everything in that whole area in safe places. And we start the Friday after Juneteenth and go every other Friday. And so, but if you have anything that you would like to see, we're literally getting ready to start the planning phases of each week. If you have something that you want to add, or you have something that you want to bring to it, feel free to reach out. You have 7 days to get any of that information in. And but I want y'all to be a part of it. Not just physically coming, but also to be a part of it. If you have something to offer to this community, we want to definitely put that on display. So,
Corey, this is Ernestine Sumlin. I have a question, please.
yes, ma'am.
Is there any type of ordinance within the city of South Fulton that says that I cannot post a sign in my yard in reference to people who come in my driveway to turn around and then go in the opposite direction or whatever direction they want to be? Is there an ordinance in South Fulton that says that I can't do that? Because I know in some HOAs or some subdivisions, they find you or do not allow that in those particular areas. But I just wanted to know, was there some type of ordinance within the city of South Fulton that says I can or cannot do that?
I'm going to research that answer. And as always, I ask you to send me an email so I can provide you the authoritative response to that. But I will definitely research it to my knowledge.
You can post anything in your yard as long as it's not objectionable or offensive. It's a Fourth Amendment. Cannot regulate content of a sign. So.
Again, okay. And there's the subject matter expert. Thank you, Al.
Thank you. Because I just wanted to know. I just wanted to know if I could post a sign to say this is not a turnaround.
Yeah, you can put no trespassing, whatever. The problem is you got to call the police, and trespass the person if they did it. The chance of the police getting out there or being there when it happens are going to be slim to none. Just the odds of it happening, But that is the process.
All right. Well, thank you. Because I just needed to know, because I knew my friend said they weren't allowed to do that, and I wanted to find out what the city of South Fulton, what their rules and regulations were in reference to that. Thank you.
That might be an HOA covenant deal. So yeah, that might be an HOA thing.
It could be. Yes. All right. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Anyone else? So we turned 5. Did anybody attend the events Thursday and Saturday at South? And if you did, what did you think about our celebration? And where would you like to see the city be in the next 5 years?
Hello, Corey. How you doing this evening, everybody? Here, this is Mario. Great meeting as well. But for the next 5 years, we definitely need to see the city be a leader in economic development. So that's the type of things that we need to be pushing for. I know that you're on the front line to be able to do that type of stuff, and we need to be able to keep the people engaged. So I definitely love the young brother that you brought on that's revamped their website and started a Discord community. I would definitely love to connect with him further so we can further some of these initiatives in terms of giving people a voice so that, they don't feel voiceless and that they can participate in some of the activities that you guys have going on. And you've done a great job. So I definitely want to commend you, Corey, for doing everything that you do for the community.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Oh, and we did have the rap party, the official, unofficial rap party at the Blue Marlin Bistro. And it was awesome. It was an awesome time. As we do, we learned about no sauce. If y'all go by the Blue Marlin Bistro, they have some pretty excellent food there as well. They have all kinds of shows, have live bands, little plays, and we're gonna be working on a kids fashion show. So yeah, go by there and check it out. One of your new establishments. You also too have Mingles. That's in the next plaza over. And so, if you want to check that out, that's your flavor, by all means. But today is the first day of early voting. How many of y'all early voted today? Don't all speak at once now. Okay, so yes, early voting has begun.
No, I have. I
I'm going
need to,
tomorrow morning.
I need to see the ballot.
Oh, you need, okay.
I need to read the ballot.
Absolutely. You know what, Hakila Tamiko, let's get a sample ballot and put that on the site too. So circulate that as well. Yeah, that's right, because they usually have those sample ballots out. So yeah, read the ballot, study, and make the best decision that you feel that's gonna move this county,
Hey,
state,
Corey,
city in the right direction. Yes, ma'am.
don't forget to break another ground on Old National Friday, right?
Yes. Well, okay. Last word I had was Thursday.
Okay,
So
I heard Friday, so it's Thursday.
what we'll get there. See, now we have two conflicting dates. So what we gonna do is go get to the factual information and email that out. So yes, it's either gonna be Thursday or Friday. However, I'm scheduled to be out of town, so I won't be here for that. So I do ask the 5th district to show up, all my leaders, going over there and let's see break ground, because and make sure y'all see the site plan. Okay, breaking ground, make sure y'all see the site plan. As for the site plan, see, when a site plan is displayed, then I get excited. I get excited with the site plan. And that means, because that to me makes it real. And so I am excited for this area. We need to make sure that we're going to get the proper infrastructure to support that and future needs. And so we're definitely going
I have
right
one
now.
question and one comment. What is the groundbreaking for is in the chat. And we also have someone who is running for District 7. So I don't know if you want to give him a few minutes to talk about that.
Okay. Well, that is for a couple of years, we conveyed some land over to the Development Authority. And so they had closed the deal with the developer. And so there was going to be developing like some high-rise hotels, condos, work lift space, but they had agreed to do the park before they started any of the construction of the living quarters and buildings. So then COVID hit, and so as things probably got scaled back a little bit, but they broke ground to build to upgrade the parks to kind of a sports facility, a top tier sports park, coming in all new, and then it's going to be starting on a multi-use development that's going to incorporate hotels, restaurants, live work. So that's what's going to be breaking ground this Thursday or Friday, the 5th or the 6th. I would hope it would be Friday. I was hoping it was going to be like today or something. Because see, May 5th, we're going to break ground, and then, we're going to go out, people going to go out and celebrate Cinco de Mayo. I said, this is something that's a gift to us in our birthday week. So I don't want it to coincide with anything other than the city of South Fulton and what we're about to do. And because that, to me, I'm selfish when it comes to that department. You know what I'm saying? So things like that happen to the city of South Fulton, we should boast, brag, celebrate, holla, and do everything we can, because that's positive news, positive traction, going to bring career opportunities, jobs, entrepreneurial opportunities, the full gamut. And you're going to be able to live, work, play, and worship. So I'm excited about it. However, I will not be there in person. I asked them for a virtual link so I can attend. I'm out of town on business. And so the candidate for District 7, would that be Mr. Mario Clark?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here. I just want to let everybody on the call know that, yes, I am running for the vacant seat in District 7. I want to continue some of these initiatives that we have going on and some of the great initiatives that Dr. Baker has done. But I also want to actually put the government in the hands of the people again. What I want to do is open up that space and share everything that we'll be voting on. I want to be able to light up District 7 And I also want to be able to bring more economic development to District 7. So those are a lot of the things that I'm definitely interested in. I'd love to hear from you guys. If you know anybody in District 7, please tell them to contact me. My information, my email address is mario@clarkforchange.com. And my telephone number is 404-804-1521. They can contact me at any time. I'm definitely open to hearing suggestions, and I have a couple of great ideas of my own, and I definitely want to be able to put that forward to the people. So our election is on November 8th. It'll be a special election, so it won't be a part of this electoral process for the 24th of May, but in November 8th, you definitely will see me now. Before then, I'll be holding town hall as well as walking in the community just to find out what the constituents want and to bring some of my ideas to the constituency in District 7.
Absolutely. No problem. Because I gave you, anybody who has a candidate, anybody who's running, please bring them on. And so, because we are kind of a boutiques group, I mean, I think we're going to expand and get bigger. But right now, sir, and to all the people on the phone, this is a candidate. And so, people have real questions, right? And so, they go to these forums and stuff, they have little things prepared. But here, we are conventional, we connect. I want to bring something right now so we can start this. Any candidate come on from hitting off forward. But Mario, you're going to be the test subject, sir. I'm going to call this thing called Rapid Fire. And
okay.
Rapid Fire is going to be like, I'm going to ask you a question. Anybody else going to just ask you a question? And you have 30 to 45 seconds to respond. And then we go on to the next one. But these are real questions that's on real people's minds on, this. And I'm just going to start it off so we can kind of get this thing going up there. And so, ask any question you want. What makes you qualified?
I'm qualified because I have a passion for the people. I actually want to be able to get things done. I saw a lot of things happen within our city that's leading us on a trajectory that may not be profitable for us in the future. So I definitely want to be able to take the mantle and bring the voice of the people back to the council so that, all of their issues can be understood. And I think I'm the best person to do that. I can marry technology with the actual voice of what people are trying to get done and a futuristic attitude in terms of how to build a city.
35 seconds up. Next question.
Yep.
Well, I guess they don't have any questions.
I have a question.
Oh, go ahead.
Please.
As we all know, and we see the back and forth that happens during council meetings and whatnot, how would you participate in council meetings? How would you bring them together? Like what would you do to kind of?
I appreciate that question because I have a revolutionary concept. Just like the young gentleman before was talking about blockchain technology, what I want to bring is the concept of a DAO. A DAO is basically a organization where everybody has one vote. So in terms of my district, my vote will be whatever the people want. I'll be able to bring transparency to whatever issue that we're voting on, and whatever the voice of the people is, that'll be my vote. I will not go against them in any shape, form, or fashion.
All right, well, there it is. So, anybody else have a question? Going once.
This is Tamiko. What would you say is this community outreach that you currently associate with?
You mean actual organizations or the actual people?
No, community outreach. I know you read to the children at Fellwood. Is there any other community stuff that you do?
Yes, I'm in the process of bringing charging stations to the city of South Fulton and District 7 and other places. We have a couple candidates there. We're having those totally funded so that they're free to the community and they're also free to the business owners that are a part of the program. Also, I've helped out with other initiatives that are in the community cleanup, as well as I helped out with Councilman Reeves in terms of giving out for the Earth Day initiative. Another thing that I want to do is I want to be able to bring the city together for cleanup in certain areas, especially in blighted areas, So I'll be partnering a lot with Habitat for Humanity in terms of identifying those type of blighted situations that are in the district, and also having a plan to develop those homes so that they're eco-friendly and they're using the sustainable materials that are available within our district that people may not know about.
What is your background? And it says that, I mean, from social, professional.
So my background is a technologist. I'm a technologist by trade and a solutions consultant by trade. So with that, what I do is take the problems from businesses and create sustainable solutions for them to be able to handle the issue and also move forward and be profitable. And I want to be able to bring that type of understanding to South Fulton and have us become a collaborative city. So now we can play nice with other municipalities that share boundaries and borders with us, such as Atlanta, Union City, and Fairburn, and also make us a destination point for tourism as well as economic development. There's a lot of initiatives that are going on within our city, and especially within District 7. There are a lot of commercial properties that are available for sale, but if we don't have the proper planning in terms of bringing the correct type of businesses to Old National and to District 7 and to the rest of South Fulton, we won't be able to have the funds available to successfully build our infrastructure in the right way. So that's my initiatives. Those are my main initiatives. And with my background in marketing, technology, as well as solutions consulting, that'll be one of the things that'll be forefront in everything that I do.
Awesome. Are you still going to maintain your career while you're part-time on council?
Say it one more time.
Are you still going to maintain your career as you part-time on council?
Oh, part of that, actually, I'll probably step down from my career so that I can dedicate full time to the council. I know they look at it as a part-time initiative, but I'm thinking about taking on that initiative full time. There's a lot of work to be done. And since we are in the infancy, we just turned 5. Since we're in the infancy of our city being built, we have to focus 100% on infrastructure. And that'll be one of the things that I'll be looking to do. So with that, I'll need the time, the space, and opportunity to be able to do that. So that'll be one of the things that I'll probably have to do, step down from my duties. Now I work for one of the largest companies that are out in the technology space. And with that, there's a lot of things that I have my hands in right now. But with that, stepping into the seat, I will probably step down from that commitment with that large organization.
Okay, well, there it is. And, you know, because we are an elected volunteer, so it's not for the pay. And yep. I will tell you this, as tech is the future, we are the area. And I don't know if anybody knows, Fairburn just landed Google to build office space out. I think they'll build a $5 million office space. And so yep. They're going to need housing. And they typically stay within 10 to 15 miles a day of a hub. So we are primed to attract their living quarters because they have landed. And there's more to come. And well, stepping down, that's cool. You'll lose your financial benefits, but you'll still have those relationships. And listen here, let's go recruiting because tech is where it's at. And we're preparing our kids for tomorrow. And so that's anybody else have any questions? Okay, with that being said, look here. It is 7:36. Thank you all for coming out here today and taking time out of your day to join this call. And I hope that, if anything, you got something and learn something, as we're here to educate and inform, and also to collaborate and make you a part of the process. And by you being on this call, committed, y'all are part of this process. And so, and I thank you for that. And so let's spread the word, let's keep the faith, and let's keep progressing forward. I love the city of South Fulton. We are 5, and we are the 5th district. Y'all can shout it out, be happy. as the saying is, what I say is, put your hand in the sky and spread them out and see it, and says, I got 5 on it. But the number 5 in the biblical text represents grace. So his grace is with us. And so as we continue to progress forward, take this day and be blessed. And get this, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I bid a good night.
Good night, Councilman.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.